https://www.twitch.tv/bioic.
Alright, let's get back to this. Solving crimes. I'm pretty sure Sherlock created as many crimes as he solved, just from the sheer amount of break and entry he's involved in. Also all the stalking. Right, so we were trying to figure out where this Gruntstone's Oak place is. But I can't find a map. Well, there's a map here.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could
But
be
he's
useful.
not using it. I don't think he actually is a legit detective. He's just, you know, one of those private ones that does it for fun. And the actual detectives use him sometimes because he's right a lot of the time.
Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
Yeah, he definitely had tuberculosis. I called that straight away.
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
Some weird hobbies? Right. Where would... Maybe it's like a bar or something. Ah, they all had tuberculosis and polio back in them days.
That's not the one I need.
Oops. No. Can't think why it would be on there. Maybe it's a hospital? Hey, Dad. I think it'd give me a clue. Where should I look for this? Art and architecture.
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one I need.
Wait, maybe it's something to do with the hunting club where they meet. Medicine.
That's not the one I need. That's not the. That's not the one I. That's not the. That's not the one I need.
Well, I hate to be just pressing every button until I find it, but I really don't know where to look. Oh! Found it by accident. Grunston Oak. Grunston's Oak is a strange and mysterious tree that grows in Epping Forest. Ooh, Epping Forest comes back to haunt us. The origin of its name is unconfirmed, although there are many legends and fables connected with it. Some people say that over centuries, witches performed their ceremonies near this tree. These rites have assured that whoever may touch the trunk of Grunston's Oak will be cursed for all time.
Here it is. Grunston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
So what, does he think he was cursed? Or are they meeting there because he believes in curses and someone wants to have him touch the oak or something? Wish I understood all of this. Right, so what should I do now? Is that a new clue? I'll go to the... invitation. Well, I've got nowhere to put it, so... I wonder if these people were actually hunting other people. Yep, this is the Mind Palace. Where do we go next though? Because I don't seem to be able to select Epping Forest. search that map.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
Oh, they could have told me that earlier. Come on. Got 3 lines going up. Something like that. Not that one. Well, this is a very big map. Definitely didn't have to do anything like this in the first game. Really enjoying their busy work. Wonder if that line is meant to be, the bit in the corner is meant to be like water. Come on, this has to be somewhere. One of the woody areas. Oh, there.
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to
Well
find out what's
done.
going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
I kind of feel like he deserves to have to go through this.
Caitlin, you know that Wiggins hasn't had the most fortunate life.
That only makes him more interesting.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
I think she's maybe like 12. She's above 10 at least. Right, I think I'm off to Epping Forest. Ooh. Map and invitation. Meeting. George Hurst knew about the meeting between Lord Marsh and his companions that took place in Epping Forest. Ooh, a new clue. Go to Epping Forest. Lord Marsh and his companions entered the forest that was indicated on George Hurst's map to hold a meeting. Wonder if it's something culty. At least they're getting somewhere finally with that map. I don't feel like such an idiot. Let's go to Epping Forest and see what we can find. Yep, the discreetest place for a meeting. Especially a cult meeting. For people that like to hunt human beings.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Ooh, let's run, run, run. I called it, they're hunting humans.
Get far. Where is he?
Oh, whoops.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Just part and parcel of being Sherlock Holmes. 1 minute you're enjoying yourself, and the next minute you're being chased by a man with his dogs while wearing your pajamas and a top hat. Yep, let's go for the boulder.
Run, little rabbit, run!
Come on. die, but he's somehow shooting. Oh no. Come on.
Is that your blood in the snow? Here you are!
I hope we're not just going around in a circle.
You gone! Where is he?
Oh no.
This man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
So they sure like to
was
hunt
poor.
people.
Find him, boys! Find him!
Don't find me, boys, don't. Where even is this hunter? I haven't seen him the whole time. Ah, still getting stuck on things. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, not again. Come on.
Hungry today!
Weeds. What is that? Move!
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
I'm certainly despairing. We fall in the water, we instantly die.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
Alright, I don't know why I keep drowning in an inch
I
of
like
water.
to call this the Swamp of Despair!
There's clearly ground there.
I like to call this
Ah, use
the
detective
Swamp
mode.
of Despair!
Only use detective mode while I'm covered. That's not very helpful. Oh no.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
It really is the swamp of despair. I am despairing. Sherlock is one of those learned men. He would know how to swim.
You scampering little rat! Where have you gone? You won't get far! Where is he?
Oh no, I forgot.
I love it!
I can't get out that way.
You scampering little rat!
Ah, that way. That wasn't very clear to me.
I'm following your tracks!
How is he following me through the swamp of despair so easily? Oh, get round the tree! Come on! Oh, hopefully we've lost them.
You won't get far!
Another dead man.
He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
And how do I do that? Oh, a house. Maybe they have supplies here? Hopefully this isn't the guy who's hunting us house.
I can hide here.
But first let me dress this wound. Bandages.
This will help to dress my wound. The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin.
Of course it is.
Someone's coming, I better hide.
Who could it be? Is it the doctor?
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you.
That is a
Still
wound.
dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you, festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
am I doing? What am I doing? Impingement. George Hurst intends to kill Lord Marsh. Lord Harrington's body. The dead body of Lord Harrington was discovered in the forest. Pauper's body. The body of a dead pauper was found in the forest. Revenge. George Hurst wants revenge on Lord Marsh. That would seem to fit. Personal motives. George Hurst intends to kill Lord Marsh, the scapegoat for Hurst's own failures. Revenge. George Hurst is going to take the law into his own hands concerning Lord Marsh. Sounds more like it. Are they related? Yep. Dead bodies. Somebody hunted the paupers and the lords involved in the special education program. Probably Hurst again. I still can't believe that we were getting chased by Lord Marsh. I mean, he's got tuberculosis. He can barely stand as it is, and we were outdid by him. What the hell happened in that break? Ooh, something new. Mr. Hurst hunt. George Hurst hunts down paupers and lords in the forest. Lord's hunt. Lord Marsh and his companions hunt down paupers in the forest. I'm guessing that one. Ooh, we got a nice big one now. This Marsh hunts down people. Marsh hunts down people. Lord Marsh and his companions hunt down people from the special education program. George Hurst only wishes to avenge the victims. Condemn Lord Marsh. Lord Marsh is a cold-blooded killer who, under the guise of charity, hunted down poor people. Put Lord Marsh in jail, where he will eventually die from his tuberculosis, or absolve Lord Marsh. Lord Marsh has no likelihood of recovering from his illness. Allow him to die peacefully at home while ruminating on his crimes. Nah, he'll do it again. You bloody well know he will. The second you let them off for a second, they'll find some other way to do whatever sick thing that they're up to. So I'm gonna condemn.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now, it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than your eye could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
I didn't mean to do that. I was pressing to wound him. But the game just decided, eh. Pray tell, Lord Marsh is a cold-blooded killer who does not value the lives of the poor people. He believes that he has the right to choose who will live and who will die. He deserves his fate. Condemn Lord Marsh. Clues found. 18. 76% people made the same moral choice. Or accidentally made the same moral choice because it wouldn't press where, you know, except what I pressed as a wounding button, but oh well. Oh, we can replay the ending. Try that again. Or will it make me do the whole running through the woods again? Yeah. I don't know, I think I can live with this. Even if he was arrested, he, you know, he's a rich lord, he probably would have got out of jail in those times. And then he'd be back to it again, so I don't know, I can't really fault George Hurst for cutting the guy's throat. What do you think? Should I redo it or leave it as it is? Alright, we'll leave it as it is then. Accept the decision. Warning, you are about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made, and you are ready to start a new chapter. Yes, I'm ready to start a new chapter. This damn game needs to sort itself out. I wonder if they got an update for it actually. Sure, other people have mentioned it.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? No. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's
Don't worry, we'll
Bowling
get some
Club.
whiskers on him again.
It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Oh yeah. Let's play dress up. Dun dun dun. I love how this is called festive attire. It's literally just like a shirt and some pants that you've rolled out of bed in. I'm feeling the pasta outfit. Yeah. You fit in this one, or you want like a full beard thing going on? Well, the pastor's usually feeling me, so I might as well feel him once in a while. pedo stash, the only thing that a pastor should wear. Right, where are we going, Watson?
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
I am dressed for the game. What do you think this is? Take part in the final of the lawn bowling tournament. Ooh, new place on the map. Let's go to the club. Gonna hit up some bitches.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Oh, come on. Let me wear my suit. What's this? 221B Baker Street, Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, it's Dr. Reuben Fisher. Do you remember me? Well, you are a sorry excuse for a detective. You failed to understand why any of it was done. We chose the lesser evil for a greater, brighter future. We needed to sacrifice the few to help the majority. You'll remember these words one day. Sincerely, Dr. Reuben Fisher. I think he was that prick that was hanging out in the bar. Oh. We put it back with the fork. Right, what do we have to wear? I'm really feeling this outfit. Sportswear? They probably want me to wear sportswear. I'm still feeling that pedo stash. They probably want the straw hat. Definitely is a bit of a sport game. Won't even let me have my choices, my moral choices. Right, can we go now, dude?
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club.
That should be a sight worth seeing. I only hope our charming neighbor won't spot you like that.
Why, is she into the straw hat gig? Go to the club. Gonna get wasted and pop some bottles. And whatever else you did in 1800s. Let's go. I'm ready.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really?
Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize?
A rare stone Mayan Quiche calendar.
Mayan Quiche?
Indeed.
Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has a statue just behind you.
I'm so glad I didn't
Although
have
this
to
one
read
is
that
a
because I would have
cast
called it
metal.
a quiche.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
Everyone want this quiche calendar. It's a quiche. That's a calendar. So the quiche can tell you what day it is. All these people and I'm standing alone. Who's this guy? See, Watson? Everyone does dress like this at the club. Everyone. You're the only one that stands out.
The statue of Tekun Uman.
Good luck, Holmes.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
What's down here?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible, so I wish you good luck.
This'll keep Watson happy.
Lots of food. Well, he's a very big muscular guy. He probably needs to eat a lot.
I lost to the quarterfinals, but the green was wet.
Oh, the excuses.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Flowers.
What a beautiful day for November.
Is this guy doing yoga? Did they even have yoga in the 1800s in England? No, it's Tai Chi. Damn. I'm learning things today.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. How exciting!
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible, so I wish you good luck.
What are we meant to even be doing? The main calendar is the first prize for the bowls competition. I'm guessing he really wants that calendar.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game? Yes. Let's start the final.
Okay, I don't know how to play this, even though I'm actually British. Eat your opponent by landing bowls. Well, I didn't catch that end bit. Let's just have a go. Hold to zoom. L to aim, A to throw. Okay, so I'm gonna try and curve it, I think. Oh, that's gonna be nowhere near. Oh, I thought that was curving. Oh, it did kinda curve. Oh my goodness. I'm so far away. Well, I was better that time, but it's still nowhere near. Alright, maybe I need to go at it from the other side. Look at him just like waggling that bottom. Come on. Well, I'm improving. I've only got one left. I hope it works. I'm gonna lose this so badly. Come on. Oh. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like that other guy's just trying to make me not feel like such a loser by intentionally playing really badly like me. Okay, next round. Oh, well, he's made this really easy for us. He is a really nice dude. I kind of want him to win now. I kind of feel like he deserves it. He's being such a nice sport. Yee. Oh, I was actually on. Oh, if I just done it a little bit less. For once, I was actually so close. Well, I think that's not enough. Oh, maybe it is. Ah. I barely tapped it. Kind of look like cranberries to me. Oh, I think it's too much. Oh. I knocked his away. Oh. Come on, you can do this. Just wanna tap it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. I think I got it, I think I got it. Whew. Alright, I just got to win this one last round. I really wish I could skip this mini game. Alright, let's have a go. I'm feeling that yellow. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I've definitely improved. You can't say I've not improved. Oh, I'm still closer. try a green. Oh, too much of a curve. They should really never make this a proper sport. I think it's a bit too dull. I feel like he's like throwing the game now for me. Oh, I'm way off. Ooh, out of bounds. Nah, I'm still in it. He's definitely throwing the game now. This whole like he's basically like the champion. And he's doing crappy against me as a first timer. I think that may well be my worst throw yet. At least it's not croquet. I'd be here for hours. Ooh, I was worried for a minute then. Way.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Why have a separate award
Unfortunately,
ceremony?
I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Why wouldn't it be on the day? I mean,
Let's
they're all
go
there.
home.
The award is there. They've got the food there. They're all waiting to finish up the game. Just an excuse to have two parties.
Let's go home.
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, sorry about beating you.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Huh. So we just go home now? That was it? Came, bowled a few bowls, ate some weird food, and then we just go home? No dancing or anything? Guess not. Probably will be gone too. There are no clues available at the moment. Please continue the investigation. Wasn't even where we were investigating. I feel like from just like the way he stares with such rage, burning rage in his eyes, there's something he really wants to tell us.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
This woman kind of looks like an Essex girl. She's got the whole fake tan thing going. I don't really believe that she's from the 1800s with that fake tan. It's very orange. What am I trying to figure out about this woman? Cuts. Suicide attempt. Accidental injury. Possibly a suicide attempt. 2 more to find. It looks like a Wiccan symbol. Cult item. Eccentric jewelry. Cult item. Where's the last one? Gotta go everywhere because it doesn't always show up in the area. Oh, there's another one here. Love token. Visits a prisoner. Interesting. So I've got something wrong. Was it this one? Oh, it's now showing up as a 4th thing. Accidental injury. Okay, so there's a 4th thing to find. No ring, unmarried. Okay, so this might actually be... Although it seems to have locked in. Oh, there we go. I'm going back to my original idea that it's a suicide attempt. Validate observation. Alice is Sherlock Holmes' new neighbour. She is young and beautiful, and she seems to relate well to children. But she is still not married. The love token that she wears alludes to her connection with the criminal world. She suffered a difficult past. Her scars indicate that she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she is interested in occult science. Interesting, interesting.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
Ooh, so we want to refuse for how much? Hates education, refuse harshly, blame piano music. Well, I don't trust her too much. Hates education. It seems like it'll be the nicer option.
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
She gives us some weird books. Dracula first, and now The Empty House. Ooh, we changed our clothing. He's gone back to Foxy Sherlock. We will soon change that. I do not need your distractions. Let's see, sailor outfit, yes. Let's make him bold. Even less of a distraction. That is quite horrific. Why would someone do that to their face? Oh, now that is truly awful. Yes, 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 yes. Take me, yes. He looks like a 90s yard boy. Hey, Toby, what up?
Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often.
Right, so we need to head on back, pick up our prize.
A map of London and its surroundings.
I'm guessing it's tomorrow already. Very true. Nice call out there, Mr. Dragon. Maybe the guy in prison.
Did it. It killed Zacharias.
His boss
Calm yourself
name's
now, Sir
the
Charles.
devil
You've had
or
a shock.
something. So
Let the
she
police
would
do their
literally
duty.
be the devil's
A mere
daughter.
inspector like you do about it. You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
Oh, those sweet cherub eyes. Like he wouldn't do anything wrong. Lestrade in the last game was a lot younger looking. Bit strange to see him like as an old, short man now. Murder case.
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air.
Or he never
take a
left
look
at
for
all.
yourself.
Probably one of those cases where the thief is still here, or they work here and they've left it stashed somewhere and gone back to work, pretending that they were there all along working. Ooh, what's this?
The surface is damaged. The iron mounting rod is broken.
Someone really had to work to get it off then.
Traces of metal on stone.
Is that from the actual calendar?
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
It's a bit of an oddly open place to store something of value. I mean, anyone could just hop over the wall, grab it and leave. Not even any proper security. Kind of asking for it to be stolen. A dead body.
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them.
What's all this about? Something written here? Come on, let me have it. Come on, where's the sweet spot? Ooh, is that money?
Money was left inside the wallet. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
You didn't rob the guy? I leave behind part of the statue though. Crutch. Nothing there. Did his watch stop at the time of the death?
The case is scratched and dented.
Probably old. Can I not open it? Ah, there we go. So it seems to have stopped at the time of death.
Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
Okay, so they didn't steal the money, they didn't steal a very expensive looking watch. They clearly weren't after any immediate gains.
Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
So this was kind of a professional thing that's gone on. Either maybe a professional hit on this guy or professional robbery. They were after one thing, they weren't after any extras.
If I believe Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
But if they were here for the calendar, why would they pick up an entire statue from over there and stab this guy with it? It seems a bit silly.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Seems like something else was up.
Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod.
It had to have been very strong to get this off. It's actually mounted with iron rods.
Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
So where is the pedestal if it broke away? That over there.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
So did they leave this way or did they come in this way?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
So Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
More likely someone was holding it and dragging it along. You know the victim?
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... oh, was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
Right. Why was he here?
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Just come to admire the calendar? Let's give him a once over. Oops, something here. Precious stone, poor quality. Huh. So was it sentimental or... There we go. Invitation. Socially active or simple flyer? Probably socially active, seeing as, you know, he's doing officiating on a bowling, lawn bowling or whatever it's called. What's this? There it is. A badge, ex-military. 2 more to find. Got a wedding ring. Oh, there we go. Ring, married. 1 more to find. Doesn't look like he takes very good care of his skin or his hair. Usually I can see something with their eyes. Talking about the badge. Political symbol. Politically active or decoration? Probably politically active, seeing as he's socially active. Validate. Sir Charles Yellingham is the manager of the London Archaeology Institute's bowling club. He was formerly a soldier with a prestigious infantry. A married man, Sir Charles appears to be rich, but his wealth is superficial. He is politically engaged with the Tory party and seems to have an active social life. He's enjoying life. Why not? Ooh, what's this? There were a large amount of leaves on the bowling green near the body. It seems as if the murderer may have placed them there intentionally. Why would they place... See, maybe it was a hit. Or maybe they killed this guy somewhere else and then they've dumped his body there. And they're trying to make it look a bit spooky. People were into spooky things back then. It appears that the statue tore away from its stand. The main calendar is the first prize to the bowls competition. How did you get Mayan calendar?
So Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
That's strange. Maybe they were expecting someone else to win. Is the calendar valuable?
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Ah, so I need a written warrant from the police. So we'll have a look over here. I saw something up there. London Archaeology Institute Bowling Club.
The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. What a spectacular season.
Yes, very much so. We won. Somehow. Anything I'm missing? It's just some imagination. Oh, that seems to be. See if I can get a warrant. Missing statue.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but...
Please, go on.
He said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
Ooh, what's this LB for? Ooh. What's his special? Another one up here. The Charles emerges from the club. Maybe someone removed the statue and then dressed up as the statue, stood on there and killed the guy and then ran off. Why is it still telling me to... Oh, watch sequence. I don't think
No,
that's right.
it wasn't like that.
We want... Searching for a spear. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Reset. Reset. Okay, Zachary steps on leaves. Statue throws spear. Zachary is felled by the attacker. Oh. So Charles emerges from the club. And then statue jumps down and runs away. Watch sequence. Oh, good night, Granda.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Very strange. He remembers me into the clubhouse.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
He's got a really
dear,
big
you
vein
think
on
the
the side of his
statue did
head.
it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
You know you want me to help you with this investigation. Come on, it always goes well for you. Investigate the murder of Zachary Greystoke, examine Zachary Greystoke's body and his belongings at Scotland Yard. Okay, so we're off to Scotland Yard. I'm guessing so. My guess would be that someone stole the statue and then dressed up as the statue, performed a hit, and then ran away.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Where is this
He has such long legs. Wish I could dress him up because I'm highly distracted by Watson as well.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Please, sir, release my son.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Good day to you, sir.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
So I'm guessing it's this way since we're blocked every other way. Oh, looks fun in there. This is evidence room. Go to the evidence room. So there's that watch
Tissot
again.
watch. Swiss. 1855.
1855? It can't be that old of a watch then. I mean, he's talking about it being ancient almost. Sounds like it's only a few years old.
An ordinary pencil.
Mm.
Money was left inside the wallet. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
The Mayan symbols? Maybe the Mayan calendars are fake.
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look.
On the back. Ah.
Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Oh, there's a message. Nice. Let's see what the ancients have to tell us. Okay, so we've got some sort of Furby with a flower. Furby with a flower. Where's that Furby with a flower? Oh, here it is. Cursed week. Cursed all week. Kind of like a hand holding 3 quavers, or 4 quavers. Someone that really likes quavers. Come on. Oh, there we go. A hand that really likes quavers. To exist, to be, to appear. Right. Oops, no. Oh, I meant to pick something. What did I pick for this? The Furby. The cursed all week. Cursed to exist. Number 3. Kind of like what the hell is that? Anal beads hanging from an ear? Right. Anal beads hanging from an ear. Oh, found it really easy. Cursed to exist. Nobody, anyone, crowd. Exist. Ooh, maybe it's cursed to be. Nobody. Let's change that one. Cursed to be nobody. That sounds horrible. And also pretty good. So someone's packed lunch. These symbols are really weird. Hey, someone's packed lunch. Cursed to be nobody to disturb. I don't know. We'll figure this out at some point. What is this? Someone climbing out of two giant ears? Or a mouse slug? I'm gonna go with mouse slug. Do I need a mouse slug? Where could the mouse slug be? Oh, mouse slug. Cursed to be nobody to disturb. Alright, this doesn't make any sense. To disturb sacred. Number 6. 2 eyes and a monstrous monobrow. Come on. Ah, there we go. Cursed to be nobody, to disturb sacred. Village, temple, home. To disturb sacred. Home. Someone taking a bite out of their own hand. Here we go. To disturb sacred home, to meet fate, to meet death, to be awarded. To meet fate, let's say. What the heck is that? A foot snake eating an egg. Got it right away. Meet fate, sealed. A grumbling big brain dragon snake thing. Here he is. Looks like a cartoon frog with very long dangly earrings. Oh, did I pass it? Oh, here it is. Only... some sort of banana fruit salad orgy. Chosen... like anything. It's a fish. With a person's face. Fish with a person's face. I think we need to get some better symbols. Here we go. Alright. Cursed to be nobody, disturb sacred home, To disturb, sacred. Cursed to be nobody, to find, maybe. Cursed to be... Find sacred home. Huh. To meet fate, to meet death, to be... Maybe it's to be awarded. To find sacred home, to be awarded. Risen. Statue. Find sacred home, to be awarded. Risen statue. Risen statue. This Mayan spiritual beliefs were strongly spirited around the calendar and star charts. Your calendar would be in a temple, I would think. Yeah, you'd think so. Sacred temple to be... To meet death. Risen statue. Only... Only God to have mercy?
No, I think I've missed something here.
Huh. Only chosen to descend?
No, I think I've missed something here.
Well, what am I supposed to guess about this, Sherlock? Cursed to appear, nobody. To find sacred temple, to meet death, risen statue, only chosen.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
What details? Dude, give me some details. I would love some details. Alright. Cursed to appear, nobody to find, sacred temple. Cursed to appear, nobody to disturb, sacred temple, to meet death, risen statue, only chosen to descend.
No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
I've been told nothing about them. Is it the risen master? Risen master only chosen to fly.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Won't even let me go to previous stuff. I hate to look it up, but I'm feeling like looking it up right now.
No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here.
It's usually a curse. Not fun without a good curse. Cursed.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
What details, dude? Come on. Give me a hunch. Oh, thank you for looking it up for me. Cursed to appear. Cursed to be anyone. To disturb sacred temple, to meet death, risen, statue, only chosen to have mercy.
Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy.
Seeing how this
It's not
game's
only a
going,
calendar,
you're
it's a
probably
curse.
right there, Mr. Dragon.
Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Oh, we've got some clues to connect. The Mayan calendar. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. Thank you, by the way, doggo. Sir Charles was alone. Facts about the crime. Facts about the crime. Zacharias Greystoke was killed from the direction of the pedestal where the club statue stood. After the murder, Sir Charles saw the statue running. Sir Charles was alone. Sir Charles was alone at the club on the morning of the murder. So maybe those two go together. No. No. The two things I didn't think would go together. Running statue. Sir Charles saw the statue of Tikkun Uman running away. Or false statement. Sir Charles didn't see the running statue. He's either lying or the running figure was somebody else. I would have to go by... I don't believe a statue can come to life. Even in a game like this. So, we're going to go with false statement. Oh, there's Watson.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
You could have helped me earlier when I needed some clues. Had to rely on someone else? I mean, you're meant to be my assistant and I had to rely on the dog? What's in this
There's
place?
no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
Oh, fair enough. The morgue. His office is right next to the morgue. They must hate him at work. Let's do some autopsying. Anything I can pick up around here? Nope. I think we're just gonna get straight down to business and open this guy up. Ooh. Did not look good, mister. Oh, I can pick him up. That went
This
right
is where
way
the
through.
spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart.
This guy's kind of scarred up.
These scars are old.
He's been through some drama.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
I mean, that spear must have been rusty as well. How it went through, it would have had needed so much force. You would expect the ribcage to be a bit more dented inwards.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
So maybe he had some poison. Bit bloated.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
That early in the morning. Got a bit of a moob thing going on. Looks like he was in a fight.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Oh, now you're being helpful with hints. God damn it, Watson. Do I have to do everything myself? Yeah, if the curse was real, it would be worth a lot more. Lestrade, I would like a warrant. Pretty, pretty, please. Damn, he's playing with his gun.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Yes, yes, and yes. Ooh, let's find out some information to use against him. Bags under his eyes, lack of sleep. An ink stain there. Blood or wine? It looks more purple to me. I'm gonna go with wine. So, it's strange for me to be drinking on the job. Got a few more to find. Oh, stuff here. Cleaning his gun. Hangover, unwell. Hangover. Cleaning his gun, in a good mood. Is that what you call that? Woman's handwriting. Letter from the Robin family. So he might have a woman in his life. And he's been playing with handcuffs with her. Ooh, he really is in a good mood. No wonder he's cleaning his pistol. I think that's everything. Woman's handkerchief. Lestrade is exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He has been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Cleaning his gun suggests that he is in a good mood. He keeps a lady's perfumed handkerchief as a memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife of a British councilman, might be connected with Lestrade's present condition. Ooh. So he's got a lady friend that's married. He's up to no good and he's a policeman. Never trust a policeman or innocent looking girls. Symbols that were drawn on the back of the main calendar. The search archives. Do that later. Obtain warrant. Yep,
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then, take your warrant.
Oh,
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
threatening to ruin
Oh
people's
no,
love
I've got
life.
it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
Not that I've needed you this entire game so far. But you just go back to looking manly and attractive in a corner and stop distracting me, hey? Search the club lounge. Oops. Right, we're at the 2-hour mark. Do you want to leave it here and then we'll pick up the rest at a later point? Or a little bit more?
Bobby, they will find them.
Just going home. Oh, there's a lot more in the game. We're only just started chapter 2. Alright, leave it here, or do you want to see a little bit more? The Mayan civilization. The Mayan Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands, the region nowadays known as Guatemala, had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century AD. The Maya excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork. The principal nation of pre-conquest, Guatemala was the Quiches. What did they say? Quiche? Oh, it's Quiches. Quiches, also known as the Maya Quiches. The name of this people means many trees, or many quiches, taken from the forested highlands which they inhabited. Tikhon Uman was the last ruler and the Quiches king, who fought with his army against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado. According to the legend, even in death, Tikhon Uman continued to protect his people. That sounds an awful lot like this guy getting, you know, nipped in the chest by a statue of a man who was nipped in the chest.
Here it is.
Okay. Well, while we're here, let's change outfit. Need something new to wear. Sherlock Holmes, the Barbie edition. Ooh, let's pretend to be a doctor. Really grubby looking doctor. With a terrible hat. Yeah. Oh, all doctors need glasses. Of course. What is that awful mutton thing? This mutton thing. Oh, oh, it's so bad. Let's do it. Do, do, do. Alright, people. A shadow. I think I'm hallucinating in the game. Alright, we are off to the club. Gonna pick up some ladies. All the ladies love a doctor with mutton chops and a vicar's hat. Just gonna smoke my pipe and stare into the camera. The police are still here. What's up, my dude?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Nope. What are all these people doing here now? Come to have a look. Well, it's meant to be a crime scene. Doo, doo, doo. My dude! I got that warrant.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
Why? It's like, you let me come to bowl at your game. I win. I've come here for, like, the award ceremony. Then there's a murder, which means that I don't get my award.
That Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
It's really stupid, lady. Anyway, so I've come here for my award ceremony and they won't even let me in the clubhouse. What kind of crazy rules are this?
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
Probably. Won't even let me in. Ooh, I've got a magic key. Let's have a look at this famous clubhouse. This is actually a really nice clubhouse. I can see why they want to keep me out. I mean, look at this. That is a thing of beauty.
This metal globe is very impressive.
Ooh.
Some bits are missing.
Some missing bits, eh? I wonder if we're gonna find them.
These antiques look quite valuable.
Probably. Let's have a look. I don't know, does it look Mayan?
This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut.
Huh. Why would you cut a piece?
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Well, why would you break it up, though? Well, it seems they're really into the Mayans at the moment.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection.
Certainly digging the new music with this one. I swear there was something. Ah, here we go. Some fancy fancies.
The late Mr. Roberts' collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Huh. That is unusual.
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection.
He was 81 when he died, though, so that's a good age.
The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
So they're getting these dudes' collections after they die.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is.
I love how they use old photos and actually tried to rebuild these places in them and make the characters actually look like the people in the photos. Although some of them are clearly just drawn later on. Gives it a nice feel. Why is that still saying yellow? What am I missing? Ah.
Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
No, definitely not. Ooh, RB. Empty space.
The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
Ah, interesting. I'll have whatever you're drinking. Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new Tranish? Please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club's account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month and the sum of credit to £1,000 due to previous overdue amounts. That's a lot of money in that time anyway. A lot of money now, but in that time it was a lot of money. Fragment of gold. What's it say? March 1881. James Ness and Sons, Jewellers, Sir Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours within receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. Sounds like they were in money need. They stole a bit of some statue and they sold it off to pay off some debts. Who are these people?
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family.
Not that large. A lot of boys though.
Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
Anything in these drawers? Ooh, some more writing. Yellingham, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the award ceremony. I have already warned the other one of this. The other one? Zacharias Greystoke. Who's this other one? Sounds very ominous. Sir Charles and Zachariah Grayson both own parts of the gold statue. Key for the London Archaeology Institute. Yep.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
So, Greystoke wanted to keep it, but Charles didn't. For Mr. Oliver, the company director of Royal Parties, to organise the award ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition, to the estimation of requirements for guest night, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment. As I recall, you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion. Thanking you in advance. So again, with these money problems they were having. So Charles Yellingham, Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant at Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, it's funny how Lloyd's Bank is still around. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late, and this for the 4th time, in paying the credit you have with our house. Any delay in payment results in a fine of 7 to 10 pounds. After studying your proposal, we agree to ceasing part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be reversed against your credit account. But if he doesn't own all of the... Well, I suppose it's about the clubhouse. But they were in a lot of money problems.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
It's not even that big of a clubhouse. Now look at it. I mean, from the outside it looks like it should be a lot bigger. Or... is this hiding a door or something? Oh, I'm not seeing any more of these parts.
Some bits are missing.
Right, what am I missing? Come on, special vision. There has to be something. Oh, something there. Oh no, it's just light. Getting all excited about some light. Can't read those. I wonder what that fake photo's about. Maybe there was another person. Imagination? No, doesn't seem to be anything else. Alright then, let's go question this dude. I'm not really not sure. I'm terrible at geography, so I couldn't tell you what that missing space was. Yeah, from what I can see, what we saw about this guy earlier, he does seem to be the type that wants to live a more lavish lifestyle than he is able to. Victim's presence?
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Ooh, the telegram.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
The club collection.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
Post-mortem donation. Post-mortem donation.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
That's still very odd. With Mr. Greystoke dead now, the second part of the gold statue completely belongs to Mr. Charles.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Huh. Right. What are we gonna do now? Lloyd's bank creditors. Perform analysis on the photo. Should be fun. Alright, let's go perform analysis on this photo. Ooh, let's see if we've got any deductions. Oh, plenty. Let's see, the club debt. The club is in debt. Sir Charles wishes to sell some of the club's collection to reimburse it. The Mayan calendar. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. Physical abilities. Zacharias Greystoke was killed by a spear thrown with a great accuracy and strength. Greystoke's collection. Greystoke's collection was to be bequeathed to the club after his death. Greystoke's visit. Sir Charles knew that Mr. Greystoke would be at the club on the morning of the murder. Sir Charles was alone. Sir Charles was alone at the club on the morning of the murder. Yes, but he knew that the guy was coming. That makes sense to me. Prepared. Sir Charles had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit. So it's seeming more and more like it was a hit by this dude. What else might go together? Zacharias Greystoke was killed from the direction of the pedestal where the club statue stood. After the murder, Sir Charles saw the statue running away. It's more and more seeming like that Sir Charles is coming up with stories. Ooh, found something. So, club debts. Sir Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. Other collections. Sir Charles could sell any other collection contained in the club. But I think Greystoke's half of the gold is worth more. Okay, so nothing new to select there. Do some analysis. Gonna find out what's going on with that photograph. Let's have a look.
I wonder who this man is. Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club.
Maybe this third guy is the other one that was mentioned in the telegram.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
Another person, maybe a woman.
I need a pipette.
Busy work. Let's get this paint off.
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
It's like doing a scratch card. Oh, another man. Looks like he was the type of guy that knew what to do with a spear, maybe, or a bow. Although he doesn't look particularly strong there.
Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Maybe this is the other one.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
He has such pretty eyes. Watson, I mean. It really is a good thing he's not in this game more. He is such a distraction. Why did they give him this new look? They guide her, Possibly not, seeing as he's not really native to there.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
I mean, they usually use people that are actually native as guides. Could be, I suppose. Right, where are we going to next? Dialogue. A man was hidden on the photograph of the Guatemala expedition. So let's go and back to the club and ask this dude about this other dude in the photo. True, he had an infection. Maybe he met with the other guy recently and picked up an infection? Ah, thinking alike. Come on, Mr. Smarmy. Let's have it out. People in the photograph.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Interesting. Where is Albert's
Albeit
collection?
was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Well, if you couldn't locate it, then maybe the guy's not dead. Ooh, some new stuff. Expedition. Zacharias Greystoke was a member of the expedition that discovered the Mayor Keisha's temple. Physical abilities, facts about the crime. curse is real. The curse of Tekun Uman is real and is aimed towards the expedition members. No curse. The curse doesn't exist. It is simply the human interpretation of events. Well, I'm one of them people. I don't believe in curses. I believe that people make their own curses. Doesn't need any, you know, ghost or ghoulie to come by and do it for us. Ooh, new thing. Opportunity. Sir Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. Unaware. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. Huh. Still think it's Charles, but ooh, it's come up red. So two things aren't aligning. So maybe he's using the curse. Aha! Sir Charles is guilty. Sir Charles is guilty. Sir Charles Yellingham is the killer. He took advantage of the curse's legend in order to kill Zacharias Greystoke, and so obtain the dead man's antique collection. Sir Charles merely imagined the running statue to cover his crime. You know, I still don't really believe that. I kind of want to learn more about what's going on with this other dude. Sir Charles killed for money and power to obtain Zachariah's antique collection. He must go to prison. Charles killed under the pressure of being in considerate debt. I want to continue the investigation because I'm really not sure on that one. Don't believe it was a curse, but ooh, new stuff. Let's see. Dialogue. The statue Tikkun Umun was built 10 years ago by Mr. Bernard Marley, and a man was hidden. Ah, so we can ask this other guy about this as well. Let's go talk to this Bernard Marley dude. Mr. Bernard. Here he is, crouched over.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Ooh. Now this is seeming very interesting and suspicious. With suspicious minds. Rubber Street. With suspicious minds. Always looks a bit annoyed about something. Wait, what? Where did he say he lived at again? He gave me a card. Here we go. Bernard Marley, Foundry Director, 8 Grub Street. So I'm guessing we're. Oh, we must come through there. That's Keaton Street. So we're looking for Grub Street. Definitely something missing. Gumbold Road. What are these dudes doing here? They look a bit suspicious.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
Didn't even open his mouth to say it. Keaton. Keaton still. Possum. What street is this? Possum.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Oh, very, 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 very helpful. Possum Street. No, must be through that alleyway then. True, the most obvious one isn't always the guy who's done it. Granny Street. Where on earth does this dude live? Granny Street. We all wanna live on Granny Street. Here's Grub Street. No one wants to live on Grub Street. Number 8. 2. I like the fact that we have to actually go and find a door number. I don't know why it entertains me so, but it does. Number 8. Well. But it'll say his name on the side as well. Not what I was expecting. Well, if they've killed the guy to make it look like a curse, I mean, he was the guy that wanted it stopped. It seems a bit of an odd target. Unless the other one is really a douchebag.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Wow, that is a big horse.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
A drawing of Takunu Man. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Interesting.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
Very odd.
There were 2 large boxes. Fresh scratches. A furnace for melting metal.
Now this is looking more and more
Something large and heavy was
like someone
found.
else to
2
blame.
large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takunu Man's statue.
This just reminds me of Wallace and Gromit and the trousers.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Doesn't look like there's anything else to see. Alright, let's go through that door. I bet we walk in and we're gonna find the dude dead.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu Man.
He's not the only one.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to
still
talk.
alive.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Let's have a look at this dude. Do, do, do. Dirty collar. Negligent. Amulets. Protective charms. So he really believes in a curse. Means on death. All that green smoke, you think it was a different smell. Required for close work. One more. Ooh. Hurt himself. Injured finger, intricate work, works with rough objects. Could be either. Rough objects, maybe? Validate. Imprecise character portrait. Oh, whoops. Got him a bit wrong. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. Really? He is the foundry director and a member of the archaeology club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp items and mechanical oil. He requires spectacles for close work. So did I get that last one wrong? Delivery, 3 boxes containing parts. Okay. Zacharias.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Such good karma.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
Or the Quiche gods. The expedition.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Huh. The prophecy?
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
So they believed in the curse, and Charles didn't believe in the curse. That's the kind of picture I'm getting.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management.
And why he's out partying
But he still
so much?
succeeds in finding money.
He's
I wonder
smoozing.
how.
Probably because he's selling off bits of other people's collections.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I have Nothing to do with statue creation. Statue creation.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No, it's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Definitely. Let's have a look. Okay. Didn't enter. Sir Charles and Bernard Marley stated that the expedition members were unable to enter the temple of Tikkun Uman. Well, if they didn't enter the temple, how can they be cursed by it? Alright, let's go back to this then. So Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. So Charles could sell any other collection contained in the club. Probably. Take a look at this. So Charles is aware of the curse he had. This opportunity. So Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. I think he knows it exists because they keep telling him, but he just doesn't believe it. Yeah, he does come across as the next one to be killed off. I mean, just to really push this whole curse thing moving along. Charles saw the statue running away. Charles didn't see it running away. He's either lying or running figure was something. I still think that's right. Right, I think we need more clues. Break into Molly's office at night. Nothing in special mode. No. Okay. So we wanna head back, get Watson. Hopefully he won't be too useless this time. And then we're gonna come back at night and we're gonna break in. Although we're at the 2-hour and 15-minute mark now. So I'm going to say that this is going to be the last little thing that we do, and then I'm going to call it quits for the day. She's gone round there to play piano anyway.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She'd disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter
Mr.
addressed to Miss
Watson.
Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me, Watson.
I think we're going to open this letter and have a look. The School of Red Herrings.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I'm going to read it, of course. Take it over to here.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Busy work. I have not done this in real life. I promise I have never done this in real life. There's no way you can prove that I've ever actually done this in real life. But it does work. Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you. But be cautious of him all the same. I am writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything. Whatever risk it may involve. Ah, so this little lady next door. Did we put her father away? I get the feeling that we put her father away.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
And get her the hell away from my daughter.
I need something to apply the glue.
Yeah, let's re-glue this shut. A glue stick. Doesn't look like glue, looks more like water. I'm pretty sure in those days as well they used glue made from toads.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
She's on the balcony.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
Oh wait, I know where the balcony is. Go to my room, and then we can cut across to Caitlin's room.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
But I didn't even kill her, Dad. I swear to God, did not kill her dad. It was the crazy scientist guy. I just happened to be standing there. And then, with his dying wishes, he was all like, take my little girl. And I was like, alright then.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Ugh. Of course he completely forgot. I was too busy looking in the mirror. I mean, damn, I look in the mirror too. Alright, so we need to dress up as a doctor. Or more like a doctor. Thing is, I'm already dressed up as a doctor. Yep, we want that doctor's coat. What kind of hat would a doctor wear? I think we'd have a bit of a fro going on. Wear some glasses. I think the handlebar stash is looking good. do 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 do. Gonna go to the hospital.
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I know we have to go to the hospital. I know we need to end this woman. She really is the devil's daughter. Break into Marley's office, investigate the murder of Zachary Stoke, visit the hospital. Okay, so we go to the hospital and then Marley's foundry, but I'm only going to do the hospital. Because then I need to head off. You should have known by her hearty orange tan. She's an Essex girl. Too many issues there. Hello, Mr.
Oh,
Dude.
Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
What's this? Department of Tropical Diseases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 patients. 9, 10, 4.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
So he's only here from 10 till 2. Nothing else? Oh, they're saying there's something else. Not seeing anything else. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? I'm always feeling a bit disappointed that I can't steal stuff in this game. Well, that's nice. In this hospital, you can have books to read. They should put that in every hospital. Is this the dude?
That isn't our man.
I remember his model from the first game. Ah. I don't think it could have been this guy. He's missing an arm. Definitely beware of Essex
Mr.
girls.
Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
He's a pirate. Red marks on neck. Bound in chains. Mark of disease. Maybe bound in chains. Anything else? More of those. Bound in chains. What happened to this dude? Smell of opium. Opium den. Well, if I had a crazy disease like him, I think I'd be smoking a lot of opium too. Ooh, what's this? Greece and produce, crowded markets. So he may live near a market. And he's missing an arm. Right arm missing. Validate observation. Yes, got it right. Olbear is around 45 years of age. He looks a lot older. He is an archaeologist and an ex-member of the Archaeological Club. He is believed to be deceased by the other members of the club. During Albert's expedition in South America, he suffered a disease that affected his eye. Albert lost his arm many years ago. Under unknown circumstances, he has a drug dependency and regularly visits an opium den near a crowded market. He has chain marks upon his body. Kind of starting to sound like, rather than this guy actually died, that maybe they sacrificed, that they tried to sacrifice him or something, like chained him up. I mean, like, those Mayans were into their sacrifice and stuff. Something definitely went on where he was chained up anyway. Expedition.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Search warrant, photograph of the club. Photograph from club.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Got to bed! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation.
Ooh, stuff.
This address is almost invisible.
Hospital for Tropical Disease to Mr. Byron. Address Ook Street 21D. Mr. Byron, Mr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on 25th of November. Please aim to arrive for the early morning. Dr. Bird, Department of Tropical Disease.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Probably at the opium den.
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt.
You think the hospital would have his address?
Our man passed by a circus.
He's been to the circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Well, just tell us his address and
Holmes,
we'll take him
it seems
with
that
us.
albeit has escaped. Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Well, thankfully you know how to find him, because I don't.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Do we just go outside? Locate Albert's home, pay him a visit. Sir Charles and Bernard Marley claims that Albert died in Guatemala during the expedition 14 years ago. However, we met Albert at the Hospital of Tropical Diseases. Either both gentlemen are lying or they are unaware that Albert managed to survive. It's getting very strange now. I'm glad we didn't go with the choice to just arrest that other guy. I mean, Charles is a bit of a smoozer, but don't think he's really done anything.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding.
Nice.
We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Okay, so maybe that? Or is that not close enough? No. Aha, found it.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
Well, there's Brook Street.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albiet's flat.
Nice work. Didn't even need Watson's help at all. What is his use around here? He just stands around and he looks pretty. That fury in his eyes. Really want to know what he's brooding about. I could give him some other troubles.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Really nice looking flat.
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands. The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to...
Take this axe.
No! Please help!
Oh, there's busy work.
Please help! No! Please help!
Yeah, we're coming, we're coming. I think you can open it now. Good job. And yet again, Watson was no help. Oh, Watson, you did something. Whoa. What the hell? Looks like this guy definitely got into the temple.
All of these statues serve as a perfect hideout for the attacker. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view.
Okay.
I need something sharp to cut those ropes.
So sharp. Where would I locate something sharp? Where is something sharp? Ah, the axe is down there.
This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Can't I get to the... Oh, I meant to switch to him.
Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Oh, he brought a gun. What? I can't aim at anything. Oh, come on. Yes.
Watson, cover me.
Sorry, you can hear them laughing really hard. Hooray!
Get down!
Ah.
Above
Whew, that was lucky. What is this game turned into?
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Yes, we hope he's behind the screen. Really lavish flat. Did we just get poisoned?
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
It's a tiny
Our
hole.
attacker escaped through this skylight.
Or maybe he's made it look like he's escaped through the skylight. Damn, this place is so nice. It seems like whoever this dude is, he went off and actually became a properly successful archaeologist.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues.
This is very strange now. Seems like maybe there's a fourth person involved, or one of them is trying to mess with the other three. So now I'm going back to thinking maybe it's Sir Charles.
Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how, I only have flashes of memory, but by some miracle I survived. I left an
Definitely a
eye and one
Scooby-Doo.
arm behind. It took me time, but at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career, and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly?
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
Maybe he was the dude that actually gave them the Mayan calendar in the first place.
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof.
Very
The iron
strange.
mounting rod is broken.
It's really hard to do.
The surface is damaged.
Whoever's involved has to be very strong because iron rods are just. I tried bending them when I was dealing with the concrete fence posts that had the iron rods in them, and it took hours to get them to finally come loose and snap. So whoever's doing this must be incredibly strong to be ripping those iron rods out. Anything? What's that on the table? The shiny. It's a very small hole as well. What else can I look at? It has to be something. So many things. He must have been to so many places. Doesn't seem like he's just been fading away. It looks like he's actually been at it recently. I mean, these boxes aren't even all unpacked. Oh, the door. What's in here? What's in here? Boots. And a box. Ooh, letters. Brazil, Sao Paulo, April 14th, 1883. I, Claudio Joao Ignacio da Silva, give full rights and freedom to Albert Dyke and Baudambo from this day forth for him and his descendants. Claudio, I can't say that. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? For if anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tikkun Uman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone, with my precious collections, my lifetime's result of archaeology. One friend of mine who is a bailiff who will help handle the sales. You'll receive all their income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me, and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only wish. Ah. Huh. So this guy was enslaved by someone. And that Spanish letter, maybe it was by the Spanish? He's left his child and wife behind.
Albeit wife and son, I presume.
And he's selling off the collections. Which makes it more likely that he was the one that sent them the calendar, I'd say. And he's looking to close up, get a bit of vengeance of these people that left him behind to be enslaved. I'm getting that feeling. Maybe that's too obvious. Interesting. With a smudge there, like, that comes open. You're not getting anything. There we go, crack in the wall, handprints. Can be moved. Thought so. It's the temple.
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
So he went inside.
This model forms a part of another, larger model.
Ah, that could work as well. If he's trying to sell it off for his family so that they don't get his relics and sell it off for their own. He's got a very big collection. Anything else in here?
This bed is very small.
Yeah. Almost as if he's got a helper. See what he's got to say. Small room.
There's a little bed in a small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How?
Talking about pyramids.
How
The
did you
club
find
seems
it?
like a pyramid scheme.
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tikkun Uman's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute.
You
entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions, and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work. Well, thank you again for saving me.
Huh. Let's have a think about this. Ooh, it's a lot of clues. Albert's son. There is a small bed in Albert's house. Albert claims that the bed was prepared for his son. Escape through the window. Yeah, it's just making me think that his son escaped through the window. If the assailant in Albert's house escaped through a small window in the roof. Because that was a very small hole. Small stature. Someone of small stature, perhaps Albert's son, could pass through the tiny window in the roof. Assailant in Albert's house. The assailant in Albert's house was a skillful and experienced fighter. Albert's illness. Albert's life was ruined after the club's expedition to Mayor Keisha's temple. The model Albert was only able to partially construct the model of Tikhon Uman's temple. Albert's vision. Albert stated that he and his companions went into the temple, but they were unable to break into the final pyramid. Oops, there it is. That makes Albert lies. Albert could only build the model of the final pyramid if he had managed to gain its entry. Albert's truth. It wasn't necessary for Albert to enter the pyramid in order to construct its model. He could use his imagination. I definitely think he's lying about something. And I don't believe in visions, so... sound really boring when I hear myself talking. Sir Charles and Sir Bernard Marley stated that the expedition members were unable to enter the temple of Tikhon Uman. Albert's version. No, not matching. Testimonies. The testimonies of Sir Charles and Bernard Marley are contrary to Albert's. However, none of them wish to talk about the temple. What happened? The assailant in Albert's house was a skillful and experienced fighter. Maybe that should go with physical abilities, for killed by a spear thrown by great accuracy and strength. Yep. Attacks. The attacks on Zechariah. I'll get there. The attacks on Zechariah and Albert were proficient. Ooh, something new. Son is innocent. A small child would not have sufficient strength or cunning to be a murderer. Suspect is small. Albert is lying about his son. The bed could belong to someone other of small stature, who could also be the murderer. I'm gonna go with that one. Because aren't like pygmies from that area, and they can be quite skillful. Disturbs the temple. Muddle. His illness. His visions. No. Albert's illness. Albert's life was ruined after the club's expedition to the Mir Yeshu's temple. Oops. Nope. Aha. The temple model. It's possible to complete the model of the token. It's possible to complete the model of a Tikkun Uman's temple. Is it? Okay. Ooh, something new. Find out the truth about the temple. Use the club's model to discover why the expedition members are afraid to discuss what happened in Tikkun Uman's temple. Damn, I really want to know now as well. As well. This whole image is still so muddy. I think there's going to be something that starts linking stuff up in the other guy's office. Probably. We haven't got all of the information yet. So we need some more clues. Nothing else.
Thank you again for saving me.
No. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me while I play. Good morning, good night, and all those other wonderful things.